If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage long.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. That kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Jonathan Taylor.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And it's 3rd down.
Morgan now from the gun on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. From the gun, it's Morgan. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Throwing from the gun is Morgan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Morgan.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
1st down, Morgan with it. He's going to take off with it. And a loose football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
A running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, Morgan. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Morgan from the gun on 3rd down. This is caught. And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans 7, Falcons nothing.
The Texans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, Beal. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
To throw on 2nd down, Kemp. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
It's a gain of
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was tackled.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now a dump off here complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will extend their lead. There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again. And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball. You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
49-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up
He was a third-round pick, not rounds 1 or 2, but this franchise, they think he can be something with time.
There were a few teams that thought he would go in the first round, late in the first round. He ends up sliding to the third, so a lot of teams think now maybe this group got a steal. They've got a chance to have a really good player here if he can develop.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw. Andrews. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on fourth. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
16-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Andrews. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And they have had success on the ground, really as a team, doing well carrying the football. So maybe a little less pressure on his shoulders as the quarterback.
Any pressure he's carrying right now, that's self-inflicted, right? He's taking it on. He doesn't need to. Continue to do what you just said. Let everyone else carry the football. That's been effective. Don't have to worry about him throwing the ball in all the situations now. That's got to be a good feeling if he just relaxes and lets it keep coming to him.
Yeah, relax and enjoy the second quarter lead right now. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Kemp. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st and 10, Kemp. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd down, it's Beal. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 2 yards.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Off the bootleg, Andrews. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
this for field position after the big play. Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Parker unable to get that one. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
They'll run with Walton, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, big man with the ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They scored.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14.
Sterling Hockrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
3rd down and 3 yards.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Kemp. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Pushing tacklers aside. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to him on 1st down. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
The tackle made at the
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And throw right side complete to Parker. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
It's a gain of
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains, didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
They'll run on first down. Dorsey, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And his throw here's incomplete. Parker the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Andrews. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts, not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He's brought down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Dorsey. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's brought down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Andrews. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range. Gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st down, Kemp. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Texans, 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kemp. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Beal. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
To throw on 2nd down, Kemp. He's going to loft it, deep right sideline. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 55-yard attempt.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation. That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
On 3rd down, Kemp. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
We've been at enough practices, and how many times have we stood on the sidelines and a unit goes out to kick a field goal and hear a special teams coach say, make sure you protect. First thing, protect. And here they give up a block.
Yeah, especially in a tight game like this, tied second half. This is when execution is so key.
They go over everything in the huddle. The last thing you're going to hear everywhere, make sure you protect. That didn't get done.
Andrews on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Andrews. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
That's good.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Andrews on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The kickoff for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So now the Texans down on the scoreboard. 65 seconds remaining. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So now let's reset here, Charles. so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, Parker, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From a yard out. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Kemp. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On 1st and 10, Kemp. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
36.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.